Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Over the Potato. This is Unite the Anglosphere. Yeah, Hearts of Iron 4, baby. Things are going very, very interestingly. I'm super excited, actually. In this episode... Ooh, I was waiting to say things are going interestingly. Things have just gotten even more interesting, actually. Does that actually matter? I mean... I get it, they're at war with the French government. Like, that's fair enough, but like... where's that gonna happen? Like, there is a... French Caribbean. That's it, down here. And then there's also Guyana, French Guyana. I think that's it, to be honest. I don't think that there's anything... I don't think there's any other French territory in this region that the United States are going to benefit from attacking. But who knows, honestly. All right, infantry equipment has just finished, which is phenomenal stuff. That's really, really good. All right, so we're going to throw even more steel into our brand new upgraded infantry equipment, which is fine. We actually have rather a lot of infantry equipment production at the moment, which is lovely. Don't get me wrong. I'm very, very happy with that. Sure, maybe some of this stuff, maybe. Do I care about Marines? I mean, I like Marines, but I'm not that bothered about it, to be honest. I actually want to get the Special Forces upgrade. I also said in the last episode that I was going to try and work on some more naval tech, so we're definitely going to try and do that in this episode. Also, in this episode, as I was rudely interrupted, or before I was rudely interrupted, I do plan on fermenting some Canadian imperialists in this episode. That's definitely something that I want to do. We're currently out training, getting a whole bunch of Navy experience, getting quite a lot of Navy experience per day, actually. Holy cow, Germany's got so many troops. Wowzers. They seem to be holding their own against the Soviet Union, to be honest. Hold on a minute, they're not even at war. Not even at war with the Soviet Union. I thought Germany was at war with the Soviet Union. No, they're just at war with communist China. Who even knows what is going on? What a wacky situation. Alright, so I guess the Soviet Union and Germany are going to go to war at some point. Truthfully, I already thought they were at war. I thought they were already at war. Alright, it doesn't particularly matter. It doesn't particularly matter for me at all. The Halifax strategic bomber. Let's move you up a little bit, buddy. I like to try and keep the planes and everything together. Also, the planes are at the bottom of the order of importance when it comes to military factories. I think we're going to devote 5 more factories to infantry equipment production. Just so that we've got... a little bit more capacity once the fighting really starts, because you got to bear in mind is that we've not really had any conflicts that test our resources properly yet. Anyway, there's not been any long slogging conflicts that just go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I'm certainly expecting those conflicts to happen at some point, but they just haven't happened as of yet. Speaking of conflicts, we're definitely going to be going to war in this episode. Definitely. Against Iraq. Iraq looks like it's almost communist, to be honest, which is very interesting. And maybe after that, Iran, you know? Maybe. Turkey. I'm not interested, really, in going to war with Turkey. But I tell you what, if we could actually do Iraq, and then if we could do Iran, and then we could get the... whatever it's called, it's over here. It's Reclaim the Crown. We get a war goal against India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Burma. So there, and there. This entire area we get an annexation claim on. And it would be really great, rather than invading either through Siam or through Sri Lanka, it would be really great if we could do it through land, through Pakistan, or through Iran into Pakistan, into India. That would be really, really good. Okay, so for that reason, I think that we probably want to try and justify on justify on you. It's only going to take 155 days. That's not actually that much. Sure. 31 political power. That seems like a good deal to me. Let's do that. We've already got a bunch of fleets in the area, which is kind of nice. We've got quite a lot of oil production, but we're not really doing anything with it at the moment. I think we're just using it to train our resources, which is fine. Speaking of naval stuff, I do want to work more on the doctrine. That would be pretty darn good. Destroyer sub-detection. I don't really care. Carrier organization, sortie efficiency. You know what? I honestly, I don't really need any of that stuff at the moment. I think I probably will when I go up against America. But for now, we don't really need it. Let me get a basic submarine schnorkel. Sure, let's do a schnorkel. Right. I'm still interested to see what happens over here in Italy, because we can go to war with Italy, and I do want to do that. Great, we're calling for war against Iran. Fine, I know we've got low manpower, but that's not a problem. Also, we still can't move our conscription model up. We're still on limited conscription, but that needs to be bumped up fairly shortly. But unfortunately, we can't do it because we need to be at war, and we need to be at war with a significant enemy. And I don't think that Iran is going to cut it when it comes. Or sorry, Iraq is going to cut it, or actually Iran. I don't think either of them are going to cut it when it comes to a significant threat. What was I going to do? What I was thinking about doing is I was thinking about dedicating these troops an infantry division. I was thinking about perhaps equipping them to the African theater. I was thinking maybe about creating a brand new army. No. Brand new army. There we go. Just like that. And then also deploying these guys to this area, because I know these guys are special forces. These are special forces mountaineer chaps. But I feel that we might need a little bit more than that. And in fact, you know what we could do? We could actually ask for military access. They would give it to us. Alright, let's take military access then. Yes, and then, rather than have a front line here, we'll give them a front line in this area. Oh, does that not work? Apparently I cannot do that. Well, we'll see. Just get over here, guys. Just get here. If you get here, then we can deal with that issue in a little bit. Great. Let's give you an offensive line. Just, I mean, up to the end of the country, really, to be honest. There we go. Perfect. Landward fortifications, Singapore's strategy, whatever. Landward fortifications, nice. Nice. Peninsular War. Huh. Alright, sure. I'll do that. I'll take that opportunity. Yep, for sure. And let's continue researching some naval tech. Sure, let's do this. As much fantastic naval tech as possible. We really want to spring on... we want to come out of the Second World War. In my mind, right? We come out of the Second World War and we go straight into fighting America. Because that's going to be the really tricky one. When it comes to uniting the Anglosphere, there's only one country that I'm really worried about, and that's America. So we're gonna have to do that. I'm gonna get some more factories producing infantry equipment. Maybe it's not necessary at exactly this moment. What's the current support for this guy? Let's just do some more military parades, I guess, then. Sure. How are we doing in terms of keeping our country relatively non-aligned? We're doing fairly well, actually. Don't think we're at any risk of slipping into a democracy. Okay, we're done. We're done. Happy days. We are finished. We can go to war with these guys. We will go to war in just a second. When are the troops arriving? They're close, actually. They're close. They're really close. Nice. Let's get a Spitfire in production. There we go. Let's bump up production of the Spitfire as well. We got a lot of military. We got a lot of military stuff happening at the moment. Carrier planes. We do actually need to start making carrier planes. I don't actually have any carrier planes at the moment. But hey ho, that's by the by. All right, let's go to war with these guys. It's not even gonna increase world tension at all. That's pathetic. Fine. Volunteer forces in transfer? Oh yeah, that's just the volunteer forces that are being transferred back. You are going to... The enemy is superior? What? How the heck is this happening? Alright, well it's a good thing that we're bringing more troops in. Good thing that we're bringing more troops in. Because that is not something that I was anticipating. These are special forces, guys. What the heck is up with that? Alright, well that is what it is, I guess, right? There we go. We'll give these guys a general... Sure. Anyone, really. It doesn't particularly matter. Sure. Congratulations. All right. I don't actually know why this ended up happening, but hey ho. Great. Thank you very much. So apparently we don't need military access from Germany anymore. That's fine. How is the enemy superior? I really feel that should not be the case if we have special forces troops in this area. Whatever. Alright. You guys can go on patrol in this area, which is fine. Where the heck are you going? Alright. What the heck is going on here? Alright, no, I do not want to join. I do not want to join the faction. I do not want to join the faction. Thank you very much. I'll deal with that in a little bit. Okay, more Navy tech. Improved light battery. Yep, absolutely. Air wings. Yeah, I do actually need to get air wings. Do Iraq have any aircraft whatsoever? I don't think they do. Which fills me with a great amount of joy, actually. Decisions. Emergency factory conversion. I don't really need to do this, to be honest. I don't need to do this at all. I do not need to blow the Suez Canal. Invoke the alliance of 1373. Huh, that's an interesting one. Request Azor's lease. That's very cool as well. Yep, I'll do that, because that's a great thing to do. Fine. And let's get some aircraft sent up. In fact, you know what? We can just get the aircraft moved over to here. Get them all operating in this area. And you can operate in that area. You operate in that area. And you can operate in that area as well. Yet the Middle East. Fine. Great. And hopefully that will all work out perfectly. Basic submarine snorkel. Lovely, lovely, lovely. The military tech is coming along fantastically. There we go. Spend 50 points and, you know, get a free kitten or something. I don't know. Inferior enemy. So the... okay, I don't understand what's going on here. Alright, anyway, we've got some special forces and we've got some regular forces. I thought that we would be able to do it with just special forces, but apparently I was sorely mistaken. Yeah, there's going to be a heck of a lot of attrition here. I really dislike fighting in this area. Just in general, it's pretty darn horrific to fight in the desert. Who would have thunk it, eh? Who would have thunk it? Yeah, lovely. We are making progress, though, and that's the main thing. Beautiful. Looking good. Free dockyards. I really did not think that we would have any dockyards free this early on. We'll build a bunch more convoys then. That's something that we can do. I wish we could increase the number of dockyards working on a particular ship past 10. That would be really, really nice if we could do it, but unfortunately we can't. Alright, you know what? You guys just, honestly, just dock up. There's no point. Here we go. Just don't, there's no point in patrolling. We should save our fuel, to be honest. At present, anyway, we should save our fuel. All right, I'm anticipating this to be a win. Let's have a little look at our aircraft situation. Enemy support planes. They've got more than me. Do we not have any fighters in this area? I was under the impression that we should have. Yep, get rid of one so that we don't have too many aircraft in this area. We're not doing any air superiority fighting. There we go, that's better. You're on close air support, fine. Right, now, that should have changed. Yep, great, we should have a whole bunch more fighters. So we're not just going to lose a whole bunch of bombers. Great, perfect. That's what we like to see. And now there are no active enemy support planes, which means that I should be hands down winning everywhere, which is important. He's got a couple of mountain divisions as well. He's also got some artillery. Presumably that's what pushed me back so early on. That makes sense now, actually, if he was able just to shell me from a very defensive position. That's pretty good, actually, for him. All right, so we're clearly making progress. I don't think it's going to be a long war. It could be, but I'm hopeful that it's not. Also, I want to just have a little quick check to see how we're doing in British Malaya. This guy is... There's no elections at the moment. But what is it that we need to do in order to get the military dictatorship? Kesatuan. I think he's the non-aligned guy. Yeah, okay. Well, we need to get him up to 60% apparently. Which is fine, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not a priority, but it would be something to do. Let's do that. Let's get some more research on the go. Navy. There we go. Sure. Might as well spend some of our hard-earned military points, Navy experience, military points, Navy experience, whatever. All right. We should definitely be winning here. Yeah, absolutely no issues whatsoever. I might lose a couple of planes, but I'm not going to whinge about a couple of bombers. I don't quite know who is going to be helping. I don't know. I don't know who's going to be helping Iraq, to be honest. Presumably some volunteer forces from maybe the Soviet Union? Maybe... I mean, I don't actually know. Is there any way that I can see whose bombers they belong to? Because I'm pretty sure that there is no inherent capacity for Iraq to... I don't think they have any naval bases in their areas. Yeah. Enemy air superiority. That's a very funny one. Active enemy support planes. Yeah, no idea. No idea who they belong to, but Pretty sure it's not Iraq. Doesn't particularly matter. But yes, they're turning communist, so we've kind of got to them just at the right point before they've managed to join a commune or get the Soviet Union to come on board. So kind of happy about that. Do we want to get a plane? Oh, we just finished building the Spitfire. We actually need to start up a production line of Spitfires. Hold on a minute. Yep, reduce that. And instead, start making a carrier fighter. We should make a variant of... we should just make a better Spitfire. We don't have anywhere... Oh, no, actually, we do have the air experience to do that. All right, let's do that. And we want... you. Perfect. And we'll devote, yeah, a couple of factories. Move you up the production queue a little bit. Down to the bottom. Around about there. Fine. Alright, good. Keeping it real. That's what I like to see. Free civilian factories. As ever, free civilian factories. Goodness me, we are churning through the... We're churning through the factories at the moment. We're making a bunch of factories. Let's get some more military factories up on the go. There we go. 1, 2. Is that everything? Is that everything that we can possibly build everywhere? More military factories over in the Middle East. I mean, obviously we've got infrastructure to improve pretty much everywhere, and that is something that I actually will view as quite a high priority, because we want to make sure that we're doing that. We want to make sure that we've got easy access primarily between Cairo and you know, Iran, Pakistan, especially if we're going to be invading via the land border there. So that's something that we're going to have to consider. All right, this is just completely smooth sailing, which is wonderful. We've got 100 political power. I think that we want to foment imperial uprising in Canada as well now. So let's do that. Nice. Very much looking forward to being successful there. How are we doing in the air battle? Great. We seem to be doing pretty darn well. Bunch of fighters. Everything seems to be going well. I think that we're going to win all of our fights. It's quite literally just a matter of time. They're being pushed back, and whenever they're pushed back, the organization crumbles, and they allow me just to walk right through. And once we get Baghdad, then we're going to be on to a winner. And the important part now is that we push them back over this river, which is quite nice. It's annoying that we're going to have to fight over yet another river in order to get to them, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. Armor-piercing shell, sure, let's set that up. I really should be getting a naval bonus dude for research. I don't know. Naval... Yeah, anything that literally just gives me 10% naval research speed would be great. But, you know, maybe that's the next thing that we can do. Maybe that's the next thing that we can do. We've run out of steel. Alright, well that's a little bit of a bummer. I did not anticipate that happening that soon. We're not going to be getting any steel in Iraq. Is there any steel in Iran? No, not really. In fact, I don't think there's much steel anywhere. There's a bunch of steel in Turkey. So maybe that's a reason to go to war with Turkey. The other reason to go to war with, or not to go to war with Turkey, is the fact that they're allied. Well, they're not allied, but they've got the support of Germany, which is kind of a big deal. All right, build a few more convoys. All right, so it's only really a couple of ships that are having any issues with steel production at the moment. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna complain about that too much, as long as all of the important stuff is getting done. We could start looking to trade away some civilian factories, but at the end of the day, is it really worth it? I'm not really entirely convinced that it is, especially considering that we're in a fine position if you disregard the fact that we don't have enough steel. Right, there we go. Let's get that researched. Quite a lot of long research projects that we're going to be working on over the next wee while, but that's fine. I should really get some artillery. When I'm fighting on planes, I really should be fighting fighting with artillery. Alright. Let's do it. There we go. Pretty much just as easy as that. How long left to justify on Iran? Oh, like no time at all. We're down to only 7 Mountaineer divisions. And that's because our manpower is in the gutter. That's a problem. That's a real problem. Alright. Let's get everyone on this border here. This is going to be a bit of a tougher fight. I think the army might be in a little bit of a worse place. Oh, goodness me. What's our growth per month? Yeah, 1.58. Alright, we're going to need to replenish a whole bunch of troops here. Yeah, in fact, ooh, that's 21,000 troops. In fact, that might make me think twice about doing this. You know what? In fact, it might even make me think that we need to move these troops up there. In fact, there's no real reason that they need to be sticking around here. Sure, let's give them a new front line. Yeah, for sure. Oh no, hold on a minute. No, I want them all to do this. Get out of here. Uh-oh. Hold on a minute. There we go. Okay, great. Now everyone's going to move on up, which is quite nice. We still do have an issue with steel. Oh, man, do I want to trade some dudes? Trade some factory dudes? Wouldn't actually be the worst thing in the world. We got quite a lot of capacity right now for production, so I wouldn't miss a couple of civilian factories. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's do some radar, sure. But, ladies and gents, we're going to have to do that in the next episode. We're going to be going to war with Iran next. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. They don't have any allies, thankfully. And that will provide us a wonderful route into Pakistan and India, with which we're going to take full advantage. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been ObitoPotato. This has been Hearts of Iron 4. Unite the Anglosphere. I'll see you next time. Bye.